Chris, you had some great times as a player, obviously, but tonight, just watching you at the final whistle, going over to the spectators, swinging on the crossbar, all that sort of
Shouldn't
stuff.
have done that.
How much does it mean to you as a manager compared with some of those great occasions when you were playing?
I always feel now, being a manager over 3 years, that it means more because when you're a player, you're actually taking part in it. As a manager, you prepare the team alongside your staff. But you can't control much. You can, give them information, change around the formation, etc. But it's just a big moment for us, in our season because it has been more downs than ups. But I always knew it was going to be a big week for us, and we've got 2 big results out of 3. We go to Leicester, which is, they're flying at the moment and deservedly so. But our fans have deserved that. They've stuck with us, stuck with myself, stuck with the team. They could easily turn, but they don't do that. That's not what they're about. And they know that every team we put out there will do their best to get results. And they've done it again tonight. And all the fans that have spent their money on Saturday and then within 48 hours are up here again, maybe taking time off work. That result was for them. So, I wanted to share that moment. You don't get them too often as a manager, as a player. And all of a sudden now we find ourselves in the quarter-final of the FA Cup. So, who knows what can happen. Maybe it's our year, but we're going to have to work hard again to do that. But, swung on the crossbar and a few fist pumps, but maybe that was just the adrenaline going.
Did you feel that it might not have been one of those nights? I saw just before half-time there was an incident with Simon Church seemed to be running through on goal, and then just after the other side of half-time, was it Gus Poyer's lad Diego seemed to be pushed over, and it just seemed like things might not quite run for you. And then of course the equaliser. Yeah,
well, I think the game, there was the incident with Simon Church and Miguel. Then there was one with Richard Wood, where both players got booked. Maybe it could have been reds for both players, who knows, But there were incidents that went for us, 1 or 2 that didn't go for us, and I'm sure Stuart would say the same. But there's always moments in games, especially in the FA Cup, where they kind of go for you and you kind of think this could be our night. And even though they scored the goal, Leon Best, I think it was, got the goal. It sort of kicked us into life, and we got our goal. And then the team defended heroically, manfully, and our keeper made some terrific saves. And we've come out winners. So I'm sure Stuart will be looking for revenge when we come back up here in the league, which will be tough. But we've got the result that we came for, and I'm really pleased.
Just wonder, with your preparations, did you use the fact that everyone was talking about a potential Sheffield derby and almost forgetting that Charlton were wanting to get to the quarterfinals too?
I spoke about that today at the hotel, and then again just before they went out. Because I think Neil Warnock said in the paper yesterday that he wanted me to do the City of Sheffield a favour. But my allegiance is to my football club, and doing the best for them. So, I've sport that. I suppose Sheffield United will just have to draw them in another cup competition or go up, and they'll get their Sheffield derby. So, there was no need to really motivate them other than everyone was talking about that and not talking about us. And I thought we imposed ourselves with some terrific football at the start of the game, first 20, 25 minutes. And then it was a real cup tie, but it went in our favour, and I'm really pleased for that.
Chris, just a word on the winning goal. Fantastic delivery from Johnson. Nearly very difficult to defend.
Yeah, well, we work on that. We've got good deliverers in Johnny Jackson and Astrid, and John took it, and Simon Church, I thought, led the line really well. We changed the system slightly. We put Astrid just behind him, who's a very talented footballer. But we wanted to cross the ball in the right areas, wanted to pass the ball in the right areas, and it's always vital. Set plays, can win or lose you games, and it's won us the game tonight.